Well, hello and welcome back to Bad Advice with Wolfie and Cory. This week, we of course have our normal panelists, Cory.
Hi there.
And why are you on the panel?
I have a bachelor's degree in psychology.
In psychology?
Yes.
You have a BS in psychology?
Yes.
Okay. That makes sense.
And of course, Wolfie.
Yes. And I am here because I'm here.
You think therefore you are?
No, I just am.
Right. And we have a guest star this fine episode. Would you like to sign in?
I'm Jules Mohr, and I'm here because I have some questions to ask. So why not?
Wow, live questions.
Wow.
Yeah.
You will have to report back to us on how the advice did. That's one of our new things we're going to do. We're going to ask people to report back on, one, if they used the advice, and two, how it worked out for them.
Yes.
That'll be great.
Yes.
Yes.
And if you're calling from prison, I will not accept the charges.
Nice.
Really? You promised me you would.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I gave you the same advice I gave my son.
What was?
When my son was, about 13, I said, if you ever get picked up by the police and they call and say, Mr. Strode, we have your son down here at police headquarters. What do you want us to do? Fuck him.
Oh. That's an interesting request, but okay.
Yeah, hopefully you don't have Wolfie as the warden.
No, if Wolfie gets arrested.
Yeah, I'm all for this.
Yeah.
I'm
You'd
gonna
be
go,
all okay with
I'm gonna
that.
go break into something right now.
Wolfie needs a little prison love.
Wolfie takes any kind of love, okay?
I see that.
Yes. In fact, I wouldn't even drop the soap. I'd forget to pick it up. I'd be searching for it. It's around here somewhere. Anyway, but yeah.
So you say you have questions?
Well, yeah. Well, the first one isn't really an advice question, but it is a question for Wolfie.
It's a question for me.
Yeah, it is a question for Wolfie. And so it's based on the fact that you go to cons. You go to a lot of conventions.
Yes.
And you are even a guest of honor coming up at one this year, right? It's Icon?
Yes. Oh, I love this.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Free advertising.
Let's see, when is that? That is...
Where's that?
When is that? That's in October.
It's in October.
In Iowa?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
My question is, when you go to these conventions and you are guest of honor, do you get a fluffer? Do they give you a fluffer? And if they give you a fluffer, do you use a fluffer before you perform at these conventions?
Oh my God. I need to put this in my contract. I need fluffers at conventions. Why haven't I thought of this? Oh my gosh. Cory, do you want to be my fluffer?
I don't go to conventions. And when I did go to conventions, they wouldn't even give me a fluffer nutter.
You wanted to fluff nutters?
No, I know Nutter. I'm not going to fluff him. But, a fluffer Nutter would have been nice. No. Oh, what do you have at this convention? We have steak. I'm a vegetarian. What do you have for me? Well, there's some, I don't know, maybe some onions.
Just potatoes. There were potatoes.
Sometimes.
Sometimes?
Not all the time.
Not all the time?
Sometimes it was just chips.
A
Oh.
lot of time it's just chips.
What? Okay, look, it's not my fault or their fault that you decided to make bad choices in your life.
I've made a lot of bad choices in my life. That's why we're on this show.
This is true.
Yes,
Should have
you
read that
have.
contract.
Yeah, you should have. Because there's a fluffer part in there.
No, there isn't.
Yes, there is.
That I know.
No, I just put it in.
Doesn't matter.
I'm going to underline it. Yeah?
I have OJ's lawyers on call.
Oh, yeah, that worked so well for him.
It did.
That's right. He got off of one thing and got put in jail for about 10 other things.
Well, that was much later, and he was stupid.
You're saying he wasn't stupid in the beginning?
I'm saying he had good lawyers in the beginning.
Oh.
And Trump's hiring them, by the way.
Yes, that's
Wow.
what I heard.
There's nothing tells you somebody's innocent than hiring OJ's lawyers.
Oh, God.
Very true.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, okay, if we had a fluffer nutter, could we get Nutter at the fluffer?
You'll have to call him.
Okay. What's his number? I want you to
Who's
put...
Nutter?
I don't know.
My former supervisor at the group home I worked at.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, him.
The power lifter.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, this is getting better and better.
Ooh, you can have a power lifter as a fluffer. That'd be fun.
I can have a nutter that's fluffing that power lifts me. Oh, he's looking it up. This is great. Okay.
No, we're not calling him on the show.
We're not... Wow. But he could fluff me right now.
He's not here.
I'll take it over the phone.
Okay,
I don't think that's how it works.
not really.
Well, you'd have to rub the phone against me.
Yeah, I don't think Cory's doing that either.
But it could protect the screen.
Ew.
Oh, look, it's it's comic book day.
It's comic book day today?
Yeah. I wasn't asked any questions, so I'm just going to
Except for
see.
not at the sorts. Not at the sorts. Wait, it's Thursday.
It can't be free comic book day.
No, it's
Thursday.
not free comic book day. It's comic book day.
Oh, it's comic book
Every
day.
day
I
is
see.
comic
Every
book day.
day is
I
comic
thought it
book
was
day.
Wednesday. I'm living in the past.
Every
Yeah.
day is comic book day.
Do, do, do.
'Cause the next two questions I have are for both of you, not just for Wolfie.
Well,
so
thank
you'll
God.
get to answer. You know, you'll get to do stuff.
We
I'm just saying.
We
that
haven't settled the
I
fluffing
know.
thing.
I know.
I want to
We
be...
need
What?
I know. We need to settle the fluffing thing.
Yes. So,
Talk to the convention
Yeah.
organizer.
Who are you going to talk to? Who's? You know, you got to talk to somebody at the convention.
we're
Don't
here-
you have an agent?
We're here now.
Don't you have an
And
agent?
your hands are free.
No, they're not. They're holding diet soda.
No, they're not. Oh, crap.
And cheese curds.
Yes, I'm trying to get you to hold cheese curds.
Those are not cheese curds. Unless I get to deep fry them first.
You know, I might be willing. I'm kind of desperate at the moment.
You're desperate. Have you seen my dates?
Oh my God.
Yes. Which I think will actually go into other questions. So, are you taking over?
Sorry. All right, you have a question.
Yeah, I do. I do actually. I have a friend who wanted me to ask this question.
You have friends?
Yeah, I do sometimes.
What's it
You know,
like?
They're nice.
She's a professional fluffer.
No, I'm not. Not anymore.
Just an amateur.
I'm an
Yeah.
amateur, skilled amateur. So I have a friend who wanted me to ask this question. The last few relationships that he had been in, the other person cheated on him, like the last 5 relationships. First of all, do you think it's him? And how can he pick people who won't cheat on him?
Oh yeah, answer this one, Strode.
Go to the retirement home and date the lovely widows there. They're too tired to cheat. After you've gone on a date, bring them back by 5 o'clock. They'll have their pudding. They'll go to sleep. You don't have to worry about it. Plus, they're widows. They know what it's like to deal with death. So when the relationship dies, and most people, when their relationship dies, that's when they start cheating. It's like, well, I'm getting out of this soon, so I better have somebody else ready. Better get somebody else in the wings. Kind of like on Broadway, where you have the star and the understudy.
An understudy. That's nice.
Or baseball, you have the pitcher, and then you have a backup pitcher on deck.
Oh
That's a lot like what's going on with you. So
no, my friend, not with me.
I'm talking to your friend.
Okay.
She's ready for the end of relationship. She's gone through it before. She won't need the person on deck.
Nice.
Wolfie?
Well, I would like to talk about getting this person on deck and under my study. Is that possible?
That doesn't sound like advice.
No, what's the advice for my friend?
Advice for the friend? Oh, hold on a second. Baseball? What was the question? Oh, Diet Coke.
Is it his problem? Is it him that he keeps getting cheated on? And how can he find people that don't cheat on him?
Does he look like Cory?
No.
No.
Well, thank God.
Well, yeah, but that was the obvious answer there. So, okay, question about the going for the widows in the home.
I'm good.
The widows in the home.
Okay.
If they're prepared for death, I understand. But really, isn't the relationship gonna die after they do?
And then they won't cheat on you.
Well, it depends. They are getting put in a hole.
I wish we had a host that could jump in when things get out of control.
Oh no, I like where this is going. Keep going.
Well, that's the advice that I have. I wish you well, my friend.
I'll tell you what. Okay, if you want actual advice, which is, maybe there. Oh, thank you. Let's see, advice. I'm getting confused when drinks are put in front of me. I'll tell you what. Your friend should come and talk to me, and I can rate his skill.
Nice.
And then I can tell him for sure if it's him or not. And how you can find somebody who won't cheat is you go in knowing they will and give them permission to go off with whoever, and then they're not cheating.
I thought of another way you could be sure they won't cheat.
Oh, I gotta hear this.
Real doll.
Yeah.
Oh God.
No, not God. A real doll.
But they cheat right away.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
Not if you keep them in the case they come in.
Oh, you don't use them at all?
Well, you put them back when you're done. And make sure only you know the combination to the lock.
Wait. Are we going back to the widows because you put them in a box and you just take them out when you need them?
That's my name.
I would never advocate putting live human beings under lock and key.
I said nothing about live.
Unless they're into that.
Well, okay, there's that, but I didn't say anything about them still being alive.
I think that's a requirement of this friend.
Cory, why are you looking at me like that?
Wolfie's become Alice Cooper over there, getting ready to sing the song "I Love the Dead."
Nice.
I don't know that song. I know schools is out for the summer, though.
Yeah, everybody knows that.
Is that one the same?
No.
No?
So, Cory, do you know who isn't dead?
These guys, our sponsors.
Oh, thank you.
And while Dan's picking his coat up off the floor, his dignity, we have no idea where that is.
That is so far down, it doesn't matter. Did you say these guys?
Yes.
So,
Any other questions?
you have a third?
I have a third. So another friend wants to know how to meet single women. He hasn't had a date in 6 years.
6 years.
Yeah. I don't know anybody like that. So, how you meet single women? Well, apparently, according to Cory, you can get them at a graveyard.
You
No.
want to?
I think he said old folks home.
Yes.
Same thing.
You want to meet single women? It's easy. Go to Target. Women outnumber men 30-1 there.
But are they single?
Eventually. If they're at Target and spend enough money. But no, go to Target. Put some stuff in your cart that makes you look sad and pathetic and in need of help. You know, like the worst looking frozen dinners. You know, stuff that basically shows you don't know how to cook and you don't know how to take care of yourself. Now, I'm not saying that this will bring out the mothering instinct, but I'm saying it will bring out the mothering instinct. Because I've learned the hard way. If you know how to wash dishes and do laundry, you'll end up single. Wolfie?
Target? Why Target? I mean, specifically Target.
Because you don't want to date anybody at Walmart.
Granted. Okay, that's a point. I think that the best way to find women is to follow my advice, and you go wherever you want and ask people if they will help you better yourself. in any way possible. I think I did this joke last time, so I'm not going to finish it. But
I think that's how you get so much action at conventions.
Not into reruns, I take it.
well, if it was the last one, I don't want to do the same joke. So I had to figure out what the hell I was going to go with instead. But yes, I do get a lot of action at conventions, and that's because I'm honest. And I tell them what I'm looking for. And surprisingly enough, they give it to me.
Well, you are
Quite
a
a
puppet.
few of them, yeah.
Yeah. No, it's because I am cute as hell.
Yes, he can say the worst things. And they just look at him and go, "Oh, he's so cute."
I'm so charming.
See, I don't have that going for me, and I'm betting that the person who asked this question doesn't have it going for them either.
Well, that's not necessarily true. Just make sure that you're very furry. I mean,
And I have that going for me, and it doesn't help.
well, you're starting to at least. You're getting more furry. You're getting the full beard, I see.
Yeah, I'm pretty much a Yeti at this point.
Yeah, I love it.
I would say a silver fox.
No,
Oh,
Yeti.
Okay, all right, maybe.
so much hair. So much things to hold on to. Oh,
Wolfie?
yeah.
Not Yeti.
Nice.
There's a reason I don't go to the Northwoods shirtless. You ever see that show Bigfoot Hunters?
Yeah.
I'd be their last
Find you,
episode.
yeah.
Well, we found him. Thanks a lot. Good night, everybody. I wish you well, my friend.
Yeah. Yeah. Or you can just open up your horizons, by the way. Or not horizons, your mind. Go after everything. Don't discriminate by sex or
Phylum.
but yeah. Or species.
Some of them trees are looking mighty nice. And the sap's running.
Lampposts for him.
Oh, yeah, lampposts. It's great. They stay hard forever.
And the problem with the lamppost, though, not a lot of curves.
Oh, but the corners. And the bolts. Oh. It's like,
Oh.
so, yes.
I don't want to know about the escalators.
They always get a rise out of me.
Any other questions?
Well, I'm sure we can come up with some. Let me look and see what we got here. All right, well, we have one, let's see, asking, so, hold on a second, let me read this. Oh, okay. I'm having a situation at work where my boss has recently been promoted into her position. And unfortunately, it seems like she's using that position incorrectly. But with the situation at the moment in the current field of the I don't know what word he's using here. I think he means the air in the country and stuff like that. I'm worried about saying anything because I might be considered sexist. What should I do?
First off, with your question, you should be a little more vague. It always helps. The more vague the question is, that way I can be even more confused by what you're asking. So what you're saying is you think your boss was promoted above their level of competence.
I believe that is what they're saying. Yes.
But you can't say anything about it because they'll think that you're a male chauvinist pig.
Yes.
Well, the best thing to do in these situations is look at the economy. We're in one of the strongest economies we've been in years. Here in the Twin Cities, our unemployment rate is around 3%. You know what that means? If you do say something that gets you fired, you can probably get another job pretty quickly. And in some corporations, saying things, that are truthful is considered boldness, especially for men who have ties. They're called power ties. They're red or they're blue, and they're obnoxious, and they usually have them hanging down below their belt buckle. These men are considered alpha males. And one of two things happens with an alpha male. They either are in charge of things, or they're fired for being frat boy douchebags. So, you're going to find out when you go and say, I don't think my boss is competent. which they think you are, which is good for your career. It's good to know if they think you're a frat boy douchebag or an alpha male. So you've got that going for you. The other thing is, remember to do it with the compliment, what they call the compliment sandwich. If you're going to say something...
Sandwich?
Yes. If you're going to say something terrible about someone, say something nice, then the terrible thing that's truthful, and then something nice. Such as, you know, Mary, you've got really nice jugs. But every time you send me a report, it's formatted in such a way that it causes the other computers to crash. And I like that you show your legs.
I'm down with this. Cory?
I'm a little worried I may have stolen Wolfie's thunder.
Cory?
And again, this will let you know if they see you as a bold truth teller who's an alpha male or an obnoxious frat boy. And if they think you're an obnoxious frat boy, you should leave anyway and completely redo your image.
Okay. Cory?
Yes.
You have very nice hair.
No, I don't.
However, it does look like you ran face first into a brick wall. I like your nails.
I have nails?
Yes.
Oh.
They don't look like they're chewed on.
Too much.
Too much.
Well, I have to keep them trimmed this short or I'd scratch your eyes out.
Really?
Not in a good way.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You sure?
I've read a lot of EC comics.
Easy?
Yes. Tales from the Crypt, Haunt of Fear, Frontline Combat, crime suspense stories. I know how to dismember things.
Was the Crypt Keeper Southern?
When drawn by Jack Davis, yes.
Okay, that explains the teeth.
Yes.
Whoa. That's right. Ooh. Those were something else.
So do you have any advice for now that you're not asking the questions?
Uh,
No, she knows how I feel.
Well, I'd say I guess they should say what they think, and then probably get fired by HR.
I think he should sleep with the girl.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that way he finds out if it's actually worth having her around, and if not, has something on her. Well,
Not
at
after
the
she takes a
time.
shower.
Well, that might be part of the problem.
Oh.
What?
Hey, Wolfie's not the only one, okay? Usually I'm the crude bastard in the room. It's just the fact that he seems so much lower that I actually seem like a goody two-shoes. Trademark.
You are a goody two-shoes most of the time.
Damn it. I knew I shouldn't have let that person name me a goody two-shoes on the podcast.
Let me tell you,
I should have edited that out.
he is foot jobs galore.
Nice.
Yeah, they're goody.
My feet don't reach up that high on myself. Give me another few months in the yoga.
Well,
Yeah, then you might be able to do something else.
You kidding? I'm 53. I can downward dog is more like, no, it's just kind of laying there.
It's like they say, do what you can, so I went home.
I'm really good at yoga. I can get my own head up my ass real easy.
So you're running
You
for
already
office.
have something else up there.
Well, at the moment,
His hand.
yes, I'm right. Well, I'm always running for office. I figured I'd be really good at it. Which also goes back to the sleep with the girl. Because that's what they do, right?
It looks that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's bipartisan.
Oh, you're bipartisan. That does not surprise me at all.
Yes, but he's omnisexual.
I'll go anywhere. I'll work for anyone.
So he's omnipartisan.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but sure.
I wish you well, my friend.
And we hope that helps.
Oh boy.
Oh,
That's right. It wasn't. I wasn't going to use what that other host said. He always said, "I wish you well, my friend." I was going to say, "I hope that helps."
Yeah.
I can't even keep track of my own catchphrase.
Nice.
It's because I've been working with Joe so much.
Yeah.
That's actually leads really well into this other question.
Oh,
Yeah. It's
is it comic book related? Please, for the love of God.
a little bit, actually.
Okay, good.
Yeah. It says, "Hi guys, I really need some help. I'm working with in the same industry with podcasting, and I work with another fellow who, unfortunately, even though he says he loves all comics, will always bash one specific type. He can't get behind Transformers, yet it's a comic book. How do I approach him and deal with this problem?"
I wouldn't, because Transformers isn't a comic book. It's an advertisement for toys, disguised as a comic. Kind of like how when I was a kid, they had these ads in comics where the hero would be fighting a villain, and the way he would defeat the villain is by giving them Hostess treats.
Yes.
Now, trust me, in junior high, I learned that doesn't work. Cory, I'm going to kick your ass. Here, have a Twinkie. They'd crush the Twinkie and then, punch me in the stomach.
Well, you had to give him pie.
I did that too.
That didn't work either?
No,
Was it attached to a cute girl?
no. Hostess lied to me.
That's not true.
And?
Comics lied to you.
No, Hostess. Also, I had the Evil Knievel, the motorcycle where you'd wind it up and you push the button and it'd take off. And they had a comic strip in the comic books where if you did that, he could jump over fire. He didn't jump over the fire.
Did it melt?
Do you know when plastic melts, it makes a sound as it drips? Rip, 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 rip. I didn't know that, but I learned.
I do. I do know that.
So I knew even before Evil Knievel tried to jump Snake Canyon, he wasn't going to make it because he couldn't even make it over a bunch of burning leaves.
Well, obviously he didn't pull his thingy long enough.
No, you had to crank.
Maybe you didn't
Sorry, he
crank
didn't
it.
crank it long enough.
Well, he was old. And he'd had a lot of broken bones.
This is true.
Wasn't his gimmick that he had broken every bone in his body at least twice?
Something like that.
No,
Yeah.
that's Jackie Chan.
Yeah. No.
No, it is.
Evil
don't-
Knievel was like that too. I
Oh.
think so. But yeah.
Have we ever seen them together at the same time?
No.
Nope. Yeah.
But I have heard people call Evil Knievel, and he's cranky. He's not a happy person.
He's a cranky crank caller?
He's
Yeah.
probably in pain most of the time.
That
now.
could be.
You know.
Wait, he's a cranky crank caller-y? Caller. What's the victim?
Wolfie, what's your answer to the question?
I need the answer to this first.
You've gone off on a rabbit trail that I can't follow. I'm just lost.
You said people crank called him,
Yes.
and he's cranky,
Yes.
so he's a cranky crank caller, right?
I guess.
Okay. What?
What's
So,
your
so
advice?
the Transformer thing, yeah.
The Transformer thing? I think that you need to approach the man and explain that he is wrong and has made many bad decisions in his life. I mean, he doesn't like Transformers, which means he might be making other mistakes in his life or bad choices. Like, maybe check into his dating history. And
Oh,
see-
for the love of God, don't.
and see if there are other examples of bad choices. And point these out. And have him actually read some of the new comics. Because from what I've heard,
So you don't know.
look, paper cuts hurt, okay? They are very good.
Well, if you didn't use hand sanitizer as lube,
Well, what else do you use?
On Amazon, we have a 55-gallon tub of lube, which is advertised in the show notes.
That's true.
Nice.
Because I would be swimming in it.
Joe and I have often talked about the 55-gallon tub of lube available on Amazon.
Yeah, it was a question on this show once.
Yeah. That we actually, if I ever do return to conventions, but I am retired, I'm not McFoley, I don't come back from retirement, I'm retired, but we would buy that and then we'd lube up the roller girls with it and whip them around the show.
Nice.
I like this plan. I am fully behind this plan.
See, my answer to the thing is you need to buy that thing of lube and tie this guy up, make him read the new comics while you use the lube on him.
I am down with this plan.
Wouldn't that be traumatizing?
Possibly.
And it would definitely keep him, because it would be like in Clockwork Orange.
There you go.
Where you would just hold up a Transformers comic and
All right,
Thanks
so much for coming
Thank
in.
you, thank
Very
you.
good to see you.
you'd hold up a Transformers comic and he would just scream and cry.
Or he might like it a lot. Who knows?
No.
I am pretty sure that there would be no traumatization to myself. So I'm good with this plan. And so we get the tape and the lube. Wait, would that work with the tape? Okay, we have to experiment.
The rope and the lube. You need
Well,
to
no,
rope
for his eyes.
to tie.
You have to
Okay.
tape his eyes open.
Ooh, yeah.
So, and then, how do you get the linguistics in there and reading to make sure he actually reads it and doesn't just look over it?
Well.
Wait, it's your plan.
Oh, well, maybe audio tape as well going on the whole. So you have to look at the picture and then you actually have the audio going for the words.
I think this might work. Cory, are you willing to throw your 2 cents into this?
I hope this helps.
Okay. That's Cory's safe word, I believe.
No, my safe word is the same safe word everyone has.
Which is?
Banana.
You want your banana?
Now, my friend's safe word was peanut butter.
You know, the worst safe word in the world?
What?
No.
I know that is the worst safe word in the world. Not okay. Yeah.
Yeah. What was it? Rush Limbaugh. I will never yell that out.
You never know.
No, I'm pretty sure. Because I'm not going to, even if it was him, I wouldn't use his name. I'd use Flabby McFlammy Pants. So, yeah.
Good. Okay. Has anybody sent you any questions, Cory?
No.
No.
But then I only posted it once, and I post a lot of other stuff on Facebook. I tend to just vomit up whatever's in my brain on Facebook. You can follow me at Cory Strode over there, and you do have to friend me in order to actually read the interesting stuff, because there are some people who I don't want knowing much about me, like the FBI.
Federal boob inspectors?
I don't think that's a thing.
Oh no, I'm pretty sure I've been allowed to do it a lot.
Yeah, I know you had the card when you were in junior high, but that was sent to you by the same people who sent you the soap that when you wash your hands, it turns your hands black.
Oh, is that what happened?
That's,
That also explains how those prints got on that girl's boobs.
Nice.
Oh, brother. So, Cory.
yes.
Actually, we'll start. Jules, do you have any last moment or last advice, just in general, to people before we close out the show today?
In general, don't listen to the two of these two. They're horrible at this.
That's not true.
Yeah, right.
No. My advice is great. I mean,
Yeah,
I
sure it
understand
is.
saying that about Cory.
Nice.
I've met his ex-girlfriends.
I've learned through hard times. Hard times. I have learned. We're going through hard times, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
think part of the problem was none of them did any hard times.
I don't know. There's a couple that probably should.
Uh-huh.
Cory, do you have any last minute?
I'll give you the best advice I ever heard. It's in the movie Animal House.
Mm-hmm.
Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son.
Your dad was in Animal House?
That's what Dean Wormer said to Flounder.
Oh.
You don't know Animal House?
Nope.
How can you give advice if you know nothing about college?
No one's asking about college.
Animal House.
What about Animal House?
That's how you learn about college.
Yeah, but no one's asking about college.
May I have 10,000 marbles, please?
No. Have you lost yours?
Pretty much, yes.
Wolfie, would you have any last advice?
Yes. To all the listeners, you should be sending us questions at wolfiebad@gmail.com or at the Solitaire Rose Network at gmail.com, right?
Yes.
Yes. Or go to the form that you can fill out for questions on the website at badadvice.solitairerose.com.
You can do that anonymously.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay, well, he just took my job.
Well, it's about time somebody did.
Yeah. All right, well, so yes, leave your advice, and as always, we hope this helps.